Says that I'm out of storage. Who gives a shit? Let's go.
Delete some of them individual low shows you had, bro. They're whack anyway. Show my face, bro. Everybody wants to see me. Come on.
Trying to set everything up real quick. Fucking
Show my face. Show my face.
Oh, I want to show your face.
I want to show everybody how happy I am today. In a great mood. I'm in a wonderful, great mood today. How about you?
I've been. It's been nice. It's been a nice day. Got a nice little good power nap in.
Oh, I seen you today.
Yeah. Nice little power. I got a nice little power nap today. With
about time, bro.
And now, play a couple games with the boys real quick, and that's about it.
Good. You got a real productive day today. Huh? Dished out some money, transaction, everything good for you, man. It's great. Don't let the juice hit, bro. I'm dead. The juice.
Ah, shit. Just waiting for some more people to pull up and then we'll get into it.
That's a lot. We're talking. When we start talking, man, they blow up. They're like 50 shows up.
But I mean, there was a few things that I wanted to talk about today, and I'll bring it up. Right
everybody at Maxx Crosby thing, right?
Yeah.
Giving him support. And he bitching about his contract, saying he don't want to be a Raider no more. I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
Okay, wait. When did he say that he didn't want to be a Raider no more?
He said he wanted to be traded if AP wasn't the coach. He said that.
Last
year.
Was
all right? So now it's all right? Well, he's going to go year by year? So if he don't like something, he's going to go year by year? It was a coach last year.
Okay, well,
that was money this year.
Gravy. Why are you bringing up some shit that he even literally, if you watched everybody and seen what everybody was talking about, bro, like if you seen what everyone was talking about, and did you just see any of it? Okay, Raider was there, Josh was there, Myra was there. There was a bunch of people that were there, right?
I know that.
And I watched.
They don't have shows.
But yet at the same time, this motherfucker was sitting there on the podium. He's like, "Don't listen to all the rumors, all the bullshit."
He's saying it. He's saying it, Lo. He's saying it right here. Like,
don't listen to the rumors.
It's a rumor coming out of his fucking mouth.
That was last year when they asked him, "What are you going to do about the next head coach?" He goes, "Well, we need something." Whatever he said, I don't want to misquote the fucking guy, but yet he was fucking backing somebody that he wanted to be this coach. What do you expect the fucking guy to do?
And he feels fucking stupid.
Our organization, bottom line, is probably
he feels stupid because it didn't pan out.
Our organization, bro, for the last 20 years has been pretty much a fucking shit show. He's had 5 different fucking head coaches, going on number 6 now. I mean, what the fuck? Like, what? Ah, Jesus Christ. He literally stated...
You sound like Maxx Crosby.
They honored him last night or the night before, and they fucking... Myra sent me some shit. They literally fucking honor this guy. And the first thing
bro. I'm just playing, bro. Hey. I'm just playing, bro.
See? No, don't. See,
I like that low. I got low back. See, chat, I got low back.
Because, like, you're coming
all 3 of you that's in there right now.
But you're talking about the fucking leader of our fucking team right now.
No, he's not.
Who's the leader of our team?
If we get him back, it's going to be that linebacker.
What's up, everybody?
Or the quarterback we get, or the quarterback that has to be the leader of the team. The quarterback leader of our team. The leader of our team right now is Pete Carroll. Because there ain't not one motherfucker that has leadership skills to do it.
So now Crosby, the number 1 player on our fucking team, has no leadership skills.
Never has.
Jesus Christ.
How is he a leader talking about, I want to get traded? I want more money.
Who said that?
I want more money. I don't got guaranteed money. So
wait a minute. Are you playing with me? When did he say that?
He said that last year. He wanted to get traded if AP wasn't the coach. He said
he
that.
He did not say that. He did not. Those words did not come out of his mouth.
Chat.
Show me.
Whoever's in the chat right now. Hey, I even tell your homeboy So Mr. Took Your Soul, did Maxx Crosby say he wanted to get traded or thinking of getting traded if AP wasn't the coach?
He did not say.
Please give me a thumbs up. Yes or no. Ask Gabe. Ask Gabe right now.
Did Maxx Crosby say last year that he wanted to get fucking traded if AP wasn't the coach?
If AP wasn't the coach?
No.
I don't remember him saying that exactly, but
it don't matter. It don't matter. He said it.
You're talking about some shit that
I remember him saying that there was there was more than like half of the locker room that wanted him to become the head coach, and they were like pushing for him to become the head coach. But I don't remember him saying like
I'm gonna go back and get that shit and bounce on everybody.
But I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't remember him saying that. That's all I'm saying.
Matter. AP's
all I'm saying is I don't remember him saying it.
Yeah, but so you're sitting there saying that our organization fucking honored him yesterday, all that shit, and now you're sitting there going back on some shit about AP, about a coach that you weren't even fucking happy with.
I'm doing it this year too. I'm doing it this year too because I don't give a fuck if he was hurt. We won games with him. We won games without him. And then he starts bitching about this money issue because he ain't getting guaranteed money. That's a leader of your team. Does that look like a leader to you? Bitching about money?
People are getting it fucking misconstrued. He's still making $27 fucking million this year. He just has.
He don't think he's making enough. He don't think he's making enough, Lo.
Well, that's every other fucking player in the fucking league, bro.
Exactly. He's acting like
the ball boy fucking thinks he's not making enough, bro.
Maxx Crosby never acted like that until he started getting paid.
What? Oh, Jesus Christ, bro. Damn. I don't know what the fuck you're on, Gravy. I thought you were having a good day.
I am having a good day. Talking shit like this. It doesn't bother you? It doesn't bother you that he's bitching about money? He has 2 years left on his contract? Doesn't bother you at all?
I listened to what the motherfucker said. He said last night, if you watch the fucking go to We Raiders fucking Raider channel, they have the whole fucking speech on there. He says, "Don't listen to the rumors.
I'm sure I
don't know where this is coming from. I'm getting traded to the Niners. I'm getting traded to fucking whatchamacallit." He said it numerous times on his fucking podcast.
All that I don't believe.
If you're gonna turn around and say that, so you're telling me that JJ Watt, when he was fucking 2 years left in his contract and he didn't want to fucking renegotiate, and then he got traded, he was the fucking hardest over in team, right?
JJ Watt was a defensive player of the year, Lo.
Yeah, and then our guy had one of the best fucking years and didn't even get one vote.
Because Garrett was better than him. Garrett is better than him.
Okay, so then Garrett can do what he's doing then.
I'm not saying Maxx Crosby deserves money.
So Garrett turns around and does that, right? And Maxx Crosby even commented on that shit. He's like, man, he goes, that's how he feels. That's where he wants to go. Do you see Maxx Crosby doing this to that?
But he don't have the production that Garrett does.
He was going to say
he doesn't have the production that Garrett has. He doesn't have no way production.
Regardless of the production or whatever, you're talking about on fucking statement that happened last fucking year.
No, I'm doing it now. Fuck that statement last year. I'm done with that. Right now, you want money, you got 2 years left in your contract, play it. Quit bitching. Play it. Let me see production. Let me see more than 8 sacks. Let me see more than that.
I don't know, but Gravy, you're fucking on one, dog. Like, for real. Like,
the only thing is that I would agree with you is if that's the way the league worked. But I mean, if we're gonna think of it like that, if we're gonna hope that players just shut up and play their contract out, yeah, we're not gonna get that anytime soon with any player.
That, Gabe. I understand
even players what I'm saying is even players that right now that are stars in the league, nobody's doing that anymore.
Nobody.
Like that's an old football that I don't think no players, not even stars in this league are doing that anymore. You know what I mean? They're all about their money now. They're all about their money and their brand.
I know that. But check this out. If you, this is the way I see it, and tell me if you guys feel the same way. Then I'll know if like everybody else is now all of a sudden that talk shit on their shows and saying Max ain't this and that and that, and then they go to a charity event for him in Las Vegas. But I'm gonna tell you this right now, that if it was me and if I was there with Max, I don't give a fuck how big he is, bro. I'll say, hey man, why you bitching about getting paid when you got 2 years left on your contract? Like simple question. But on his own show, bro, he says, I don't got no more guaranteed money, so I don't know how my future is gonna be. So what does that mean to you, Gabe? What does that? Did that tell you that he's really not thinking?
That's one of the things he points out, though. Like,
but what else?
I also winning, which that's the one chance, that's the one part where I could be like, damn, and then like how he just feels that there's never no actual fucking chemistry there, or they're going from one coach, bouncing off one coach to another. I think like it's the multiple reasons that he's using it to his leverage. I mean he's trying to use the we're not winning and I'm not getting money, so I think he's kind of forcing the Raiders to kind of like play into one hand, like are you gonna pay me or are you gonna trade me? That, and that's, I think that's the, or are you gonna try to build a winner? I think he's trying to put the pressure on the Raiders too to do right by him too. Obviously that's selfish at the end of the day, dude. But I think he wants the best too. He wants to win. Yeah. I think if he was saying other things like because there's things that certain players say that you're like, what the fuck? But I am on board with him, like maybe not the money part, because like he does have money and he does have years left on his contract, and you don't want to hear a player bitching about that. But I mean, I think that's wishful thinking from now on, like with any player. I mean, like, man. I wish it wasn't like that.
If he gets a,
I wish it wasn't like that.
Bro, if he gets a GM or Pete Carroll's like a dude, it's gonna be like a Khalil Mack thing with 2 years left on his contract. He's just tired of his fucking mouth and trade the motherfucker. I don't want that to happen. But you keep mouthing off and dissing your team, then it could. You probably
when did he diss the Raiders?
He said about guaranteed money. I don't know what my future is, bro. Doesn't that click in your head that I don't know what I'm gonna do then? I don't know. I don't know if I want to be with you.
I don't think that's dissing.
I took it that way.
Like, because I'm pretty sure that if they give him money tomorrow,
shut up if they give him money
tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. So I don't think it's pretty much. I don't think it's
losing, bro.
Dissing the team. I don't think it's dissing the team, because if it was dissing the team, then he wouldn't take no. I think he wouldn't take no fucking money, like, because I think he could get the same amount of money he could probably get any team. Any team is probably gonna make him the highest paid defensive end. So if it was him really dissing the team, he would do everything in his power to be out of here, not asking for more money to stay here. You know what I mean? Like I just thought, like,
he's saying winning, Gabe. He's saying I want to win, but if the Raiders gave him more money, all that would go away, bro.
No, but he never said he wanted to leave though. He has never said once that he wanted to leave. He has never requested a trade like all these other guys. He's never done that.
I don't know what my future is with 2 years left on your contract. When your money, when you say something like that, to me, that says I don't dig with my situation right now with the Raiders. And
then he probably don't dig his money situation.
You're winning as an excuse.
You don't dig his money situation, but I think if he wanted to be like, I'm pretty sure, like with all the players requesting trade nowadays, I don't think he would be shy. He would be shy, especially with the podcast, for him asking a fucking trade.
You don't know.
I think he would ask for a trade straight out.
Yeah,
I just don't. I'm trying to get at.
But check this out, man. I can name 10 defensive ends that are better than him that get paid, but he wants that money. He's not a defensive player. He's not a defensive player of the year. But you take third every year, bro.
When you're a defensive end, and then he's just suffered an injury, and you got no more. I think he looks at it more in that round, because, like I said, if he really wanted to ask for a trade, I think he would ask for a trade and be out of here. But I think it's more of him trying to secure his bag, because he did see himself get hurt this year. This could possibly. I mean, I'm hoping it's not, and I kind of think it isn't going to be. But this could be his last time he ever gets a big extension. So I think he's fighting for that big extension. You know what I mean? He's in that prime of his career. So, like, you know what I mean? This might be the biggest extension, is what I mean. I mean, this might be the biggest extension that he can get. So, and without guaranteed money, like in the NFL, I mean, I think especially with the players' mindset nowadays, I just think it's more of that than him actually wanting to leave the Raiders. Like, I think he would be more clear if he wanted to actually leave the Raiders.
If he was that clear about it, Gabe, he would have signed a 2-year contract for $90-something million like he got paid, or whatever. You know what I mean? A 3-year contract. I would have took that. Why'd you sign for 5 in the 2 years? You're not getting guaranteed money. Why'd you sign that then? Go to work. Go get your ass to work and get paid.
I feel you, but like, because that's the concept of a contract. You know what I mean? The concept of a contract is you sign it, you gotta fulfill it. But these teams don't ever fulfill it either, though. So they can cut you after the first or second year. You know what I mean? They can cut you after the first or second year. So like, that's why I never see it as like an actual like this is a actual type of binding contract. You know what I mean? Where because the organization can do whatever the fuck they want with you anyway. So I don't feel bad when these players do that too. I feel bad because it's my own team and I want them to stay here and all of that shit. But
that's what I'm feeling right now.
I don't feel bad because the organization does them just as dirty. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good.
So look at the last 5 years that he's been here with the Raiders, right? How many fucking quarterbacks have we had? How much fucking shit has fucking been just built up within this fucking team, bro? Good defensive linemen, good players. They're gone the fucking next year. Coaches fucking gone. No fucking quarterbacks. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Look at his performance, though.
Dumbass shit like that. Look, on some real shit, if I was Maxx Crosby on some real shit, if this fucking were to happen again and they bring in like everyone we're talking earlier about Trask, right? If they bring in Trask and this is gonna be our fucking starter, he ain't gonna want to sit around for that shit.
Who?
Trask, that fucking Kyle Trask. He's a quarterback out of Tampa. Exactly. We'll talk about it right now.
Heard that shit.
What I'm trying to listen, exactly. If the Raiders turn around and do some dumbass shit, what's the point of him fucking being here?
I would leave too. Yeah, if I had a motherfucker, I don't even know this dude.
Wait a minute. It's okay for if we get a shit quarterback and then he can leave. But he's saying I don't know
about Kyle Trask. I don't know his name. Like I don't know his name. I want to go do a little bit more research on him. I've heard that name a little bit more times, so I want to actually hear what his background is or whatever. But like, I've never heard of
free agent.
From what Soul said, I don't know much about him anyways. But people were talking about him last week, and his name came up somewhere within the fucking Raider community, saying that Kyle Trask was supposed to be coming over here because what's the name picked him as a quarterback, and if they didn't sign Baker Mayfield, he was the backup to Tom Brady, and he was supposed to come in and start playing for Tampa. So now that's what they're saying. If they're going to bring him in like as a backup
for Brady,
quarterback, correct?
Okay,
right. So if we turn around, if we go get a mediocre quarterback and shit like that, like I wouldn't want him to fucking stay here. Like, you think that Nate Hobbs is gonna want to come back, and then everyone wants him to make a fucking certain kind of deal, and regardless if he's injured or not, and we're gonna come back and have no fucking quarterback, no running game, nothing changing on the offensive side of the ball, bro. Ain't nobody want to come back to this shit.
Kyle Trask is not coming to the
Kyle Trask, dude.
Yeah, I
don't know who was talking about that, but
exactly my point. But that's what
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about it. It must have been so dumb.
He's a free agent, and he's a free agent, he was a backup to Tom Brady, and then he was a backup, I guess, with Baker and shit like that, or something like that, like a third round,
Can't even beat out Baker Mayfield.
He's supposed to be a backup, but like they're linking him to the Jaguars more than us because of Cohen.
Oh yeah, Duval.
You go there.
Yeah, but that's all I'm trying to say is like, bro, like I understand where he's coming from, and everyone's saying like right here, like, okay, shout out says no player of his caliber in his prime. Shout out Alex, he's saying right here is gonna play without some kind of guaranteed money. True. Soul's even saying he's walk away from players 2 years in their contract. You know what I'm saying? So it's both sides, bro. And the Raiders have done some dumbass shit to the point to where we're sitting over here. Everyone is like saying, "Bring Mac." There's the reunion of Mac, right? And then so like look at what happened when Mac took off. We got fucking how many number one picks? We got 3 number one picks.
Mac didn't take off. He got traded.
Okay,
it's a whole different situation. Whole different situation.
You're saying if so right now they would have to trade Crosby because they have all the fucking power. The Raiders have all the power and no guarantee money.
Yeah,
Mac can't get up and just fucking leave.
No.
So it's the same situation. So it's the same fucking situation.
Well, what's that? Just shut the fuck up and play then. That's all I'm saying. Shut the fuck up and play.
Yeah, because he will be losing a lot of money, just like the same way that what's his name did last year. From Hassan Reddick. He would be like losing $1 million.
He's not going to lose money, Gabe, if he performs, bro. He's saying
no. I'm saying if he were to, the only way he were to be able to like what he would be able to do is hold out like Hassan Reddick. and he would lose a lot of money every week. That's the only thing he would be able to do because
and by that time nobody would even want him here anyway.
He's under contract. Well, I mean, the Jets still gave up some draft picks for fucking him. You know what I mean? They still ended up taking his son Reddick. Like, I mean, I think it's just a matter of what type of caliber player that they'll always give up something. But they with Max though, I think it's just like the one thing that I've heard over and over too, like, and even before this, like this is almost for forever, though. Like, a contract is really only the guaranteed money. Like, really only look guaranteed money. Like, never really pay attention to the years in football. It's always the guaranteed money. That's the most important thing in a football contract, guaranteed money. Because
this is the thing,
at the end of the guaranteed money,
I don't think it's that plain cut and dry, because the simple fact is the guaranteed money, when he signs a contract, he gets all 70 million right then and there. No, he gets it at the beginning. No.
The thing is though, they could cut you after that year. The thing is that they could cut you. You can get hurt when you sign the contract. If you sign for a $70 million like guaranteed, it don't matter. Like, you could break your neck and be done, and
getting that money,
they still have to pay you that 70 million no matter what. They don't have to pay. If it was a 70 million out of 100 million, they're not going to probably pay you that other 30, but they have to guarantee pay you that 70 million, even if you got hurt in the first minute of when you got hit. Like, if you got 1 minute, and that 70 million is guaranteed. So and that's like really the only time. That's really the only thing that matters. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like, that's why they say, because like, Max go out there, get hurt, and they don't really have to. They could, he could get hurt for the rest of his career or whatever, not have any money left over to, like, really collect.
Like, bro, like right here.
This is the way I Jackson. This way,
Deshaun Jackson, they got to guarantee that dude $250 million, bro. He's getting $250 million in his pocket. The 70 million is going in Maxx Crosby. It's already there. He's gonna get paid, but it's not gonna be the guaranteed money. He's gonna get a paycheck, but there's deductions. There's all kinds of
this is the way it goes. This is the way it goes.
I know what it is.
Okay, while motherfuckers don't know, and I want to read it out loud. So, signing bonuses are lump sum payments up front that are guaranteed, prorated over the life of the contract.
Yeah,
he got that already. It's done. He got that. Okay,
so then there it is. So how many? What was the contract that he signed? He signed,
and then he got $6 million extra. He got $6 million extra last year.
All right.
He restructured it. He restructured it last year to open up more salary cap. That's why they ended up giving him more money to basically up front, but that he's not guaranteed. Like that's why he's saying he has no more guarantee coming up for it. Like, now he has to play for a paycheck every week, which is a big paycheck, because it's still like
$2 million was 17
$30 million a game. Yeah. So it's like $30 million a year. So you're getting paid around, almost $2 million a game check.
Like
1.7. He's just. I think it's just that football. How they've always negotiated contract stores, because it is the most sport where there's most injuries and all of that shit. So, like, that's why they I think as football players, they look out for their guaranteed money. I think that's the most important for them. Like, that's why I really only see the to me, in a contract, I really only look at that number first, the guaranteed money that they're getting, because that shows you how many real years the team has actually been invested into them. Like, because of say if it's a 4-year deal and it's $100 million and they give them $75 million, guaranteed, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, throughout the 4 years you're getting that, but that fourth year, like, it's just like you're not getting the same payout. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know. It's just the guaranteed money works different. You're really only guaranteed that, because that 70. If you get 75 million guaranteed money at the beginning, you're really only guaranteed those 3 years, because they could cut you after the 3rd year, and they don't have to do. They really don't owe you any more guaranteed money.
All right, so pretty much this was his contract: 4 years, 94 million, average salary 23 mil. Signing bonus was 13 at signing.
Yeah.
Total guarantee was 26.
That was for Matt.
Yeah, GTD. That's pretty much what it says right there. It says total GDT I don't know what that entails. What does GDT actually stand for?
Probably guaranteed. That's probably
guaranteed. So pretty much 53 plus the signing bonus. So he's looking at 63 mil. Is what he got guaranteed.
He's bitching.
63, including the signing bonus.
Bitching, crying about that.
Okay.
I want more.
So going into 25. Going into 25, the signing probation is going to be 2.6 for restructures. Yeah.
I think it's going to be. I think it's safe right now, though, Brady. To be honest, if we extend him now, we have the money for it now. Like, I think it was like he would actually. He's actually doing us a favor if we are going to keep him for long term. Because if you wait a couple more years, when he's up for actual contract, he's going to be more expensive. But most likely because it's the price of defensive ends, the salary cap's always going up. Price of defensive ends is always going up. You'll probably be more expensive, and when you're battling against other teams, it's a different story too. Because if he hits free agency, then he could get shopped around. Like, I think right now you probably get him on not necessarily a discount, but if you're going to have him as the cornerstone of your team, might as well fucking extend him now. We got the money for it.
Yeah. Look, I'm down for keeping Max. Just shut the fuck up, bro. That's it. You're gonna get paid. Shut up. Yeah. You see what I sent you, Lo?
I mean, I don't like it's up to them. That's the football players. They can do whatever the fuck they want. I guess they want a voice and all of this shit too now, but sometimes having a podcast and all of that shit can always just sometimes
you shouldn't have it, bro.
You say too much stuff that you're going to say something wrong that gets people off of fucking, not on your, just not like with you and shit like that. So, I mean, it's cool if you.
I didn't know. I didn't know nothing about this dinner or whatever. I just from yesterday I found out about it. But hey, if we would have planned it, dude, I would love to go over there. And those little question moment, I would hit them up. Say, hey, what's wrong? You see that glow that I sent you?
Yeah,
they're bound to say something.
You can share that. You can share that.
Wrong,
I didn't send you that.
All right, look, check this out. Let me play this real quick.
He's gonna kiss their ass, dude.
Just listen.
Okay.
All the rumors, all that stuff, I just let it go because I know what I'm doing on a daily basis. I'm working my ass off. I'm being told that I can't do anything. I hear that he's getting injuries now. He's had 6 surgeries.
I hear Myra already blowing a whistle.
Version of myself, I promise you.
Myra's over there like that.
I don't know, man. I'm actually on Max's side with this shit.
Like, let's see this.
I know.
I'm putting give me a second, Gravy. Give me a second. Jesus. I'm trying to.
I know we kind of don't want to hear that shit out of our best player, but at the end of the day, he wants his money too. Like, I know he got his money, and he's like I know some people are gonna say he shouldn't be crying, and I know what you're saying, but I think right now, I mean, if you're gonna solidify him with the new regime anyway, I think he wants to know. I think him as a player too wants to see what type of commitment they have. This new regime has to him too. You know what I mean? So
Maxx Crosby,
lock him down for the fucking future, to where there's just no more question anymore. I mean, there's just no fucking question about it. You know what I mean? And then, especially if you start building a winner this year and the years to come, then we ain't got nothing to worry about. Lock him down right now with the money wise, and show him that this organization is moving in the right direction, and he won't go nowhere.
Yeah. Well, he just said that he doesn't want to go anywhere right now. So
check that out, Gabe. Check that out, Gabe.
So I'll read it just because people can't fucking really see it, and I can't really just make it any bigger. So anyway,
I mean,
those dudes want to get paid. Those dudes get paid before more than Maxx Crosby.
So pretty much, Maxx Crosby isn't in the top 10, right? So now if that's the case of top 10, what they're getting paid, all right, where does Maxx Crosby fucking line up against these guys? Even with the fucking being out. Yeah, and then the thing is, though, Aiden Hutchinson, he got paid number one He was a #1 draft pick, right? And he got his leg is completely broke.
I don't know, man. I'm taking a fucking healthy. I know I see that list and everything like that. I know it's from last year's stats and all of that shit, but you put that list next year, and I guarantee you Max is gonna be on that list. And I'm very high on that list.
Yeah, so like that's the thing too. It's like regardless of whatever, we need more than just fucking worried about Max, dude. That's the whole fucking thing. Regardless of whatever, the only way that this team is gonna get better, this is the ultimate team fucking sport. So we can't, if we're focusing on just one fucking player, that he's supposed to be our leader, he's supposed to be the guy that everyone's following, he's been here the longest, you got to give him that fucking respect regardless of whatever. Now, if they work out contracts and whatever not, which is beyond our fucking hands, you know what I mean? Regardless of whatever, if they do that, and if they make him the 5th highest, I don't give a fuck. I even sit back and say he has the most fucking pressures. I mean, you know what? He's the best fucking pressure defensive end. You know what I mean? He's getting double team, triple team, getting chipped on the fucking end. He's
led the league in tackles for loss for like the last 5 years. Like, he has the most in like total in the last 5 years.
Yeah. Now, if he does, like,
they don't count that as a stat. They don't count that as a stat. Which, in all honesty, that's just as good as a sack because you're tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I know.
So I mean, but if he's doing that, bro, like, I mean, I don't even want to sit back and worry about this guy when we need a fucking quarterback.
What up, Goon?
When we need a quarterback, bottom
line, I'm just saying, I'm good. I'm good with keeping Max. I'm good with paying the dude, but don't get outrageous with the Raiders saying you want to be the highest paid defensive player in the league. That ain't gonna happen, man. It ain't gonna
because I see players though. Because I see players out there.
You don't pay attention, Love. You gotta pay attention to what this dude says, bro.
So you're telling me that the podcast players out there. I watch this podcast when I'm at work or I'm sitting here or whatever. I'm listening to his fucking podcast. He's never said he's going to be the highest player. He wants to win fucking Super Bowls.
I heard him say he wants more money.
Get on and do it. Don't fuck with the Raiders and ask for more money and not do it.
I haven't heard him say he wants the most money. I heard him say he wants more, like, to me, more guaranteed, where he wants to be kind of secure. But I just see more of like he just wants to see the commitment that this new regime has to him too.
67 million. Is it good enough for you, bro?
But no guaranteed money from this new regime. He wants to see what type of commitment this new regime is going to give to him. They didn't sign that contract with him, so he wants to see
he backed up the coach that he had to know wasn't going to be successful, and then the coach shitted on him.
But as a player, though, that's a smart. Like, I want to see where I stand with this new regime. I have no more money guaranteed for me. I want to see where I stand. Am I important to their future, or are they going to be willing to trade me? Like, he wants to see where he stands with the organization.
You can't do it quietly.
I think out in the open is like what Myles Garrett's doing. He fucking wrote a letter and said, "I want to be traded."
Myles Garrett is better than Maxx Crosby, bro. I know that he is. He's a defensive player of the league, bro. He's a defensive twice.
But he said he wants to be traded. Maxx Crosby never said that.
Yeah. He wants to win Super Bowls. That's what he wants.
Money.
He said, this is exactly what he said. Now I remember what he said. He turned around and said exactly like this, gravy.
To me, he said, I don't have any guaranteed money. My options are open to where I'll be next year. So what does that mean? Or something like that.
No.
He was like, because I heard him say recently, said like, he was like, I'm the first one in the building at 5:30. Even with all of this noise, I'm still the first one in the building. So they can say whatever they want outside the building, but I'm still the first one in there. I'm already he said he's already getting locked in with Pete. You know what I mean? So it's like,
well, that's cool.
The outside noise is always gonna be there, but he's still showing that he's still committed to this organization. I think he's more interested in seeing how much the organization is still gonna be interested in him with this change again. Another change.
Give me the most money. Give me the most money then, and I'll start playing well.
Okay, so check this out. This is exactly what he said.
I don't even think it's the most money that he's asking for. I just think it's more money, more guaranteed money on his contract. Longer years.
This is what he said. This is exactly what he fucking said. He goes, I don't want to go get traded to Cincinnati, team that's already built. I don't want to go to Kansas City. I don't want to go here. I want to go there. I want to build it here. I want to be where I started from and win championships here. That's what he fucking said. Who's fucking saying that?
That he said that one time. I don't know if it was the Rush. I don't know what interview it was on, but I heard him saying, and some chick was asking him.
It was. I know what you're talking about.
Guaranteed money.
You're talking about.
Man, don't tell me that I didn't know what I was saying. I know what I said. I ain't gonna sit here and lie.
Oh, you're talking about K. Adams.
K. Adams bitch about this if I didn't hear it.
K. Adams was, that was kind of like more along the lines of she was trying to egg him on to say something to fucking.
Well, then he said it. He said it.
No, he didn't say it.
He didn't
say nothing. He didn't get baited into it. He didn't answer the question the way she wanted it to. Like she kept trying to ask it in different ways. So like she kept asking the same question in different ways to get him to try to answer it a different way.
It doesn't matter. You get the vibe that he's bitching about money. I do.
Yeah, I do. I get that vibe too that he's bitching about money. But I'm more on the side that like that's every player nowadays, and I can't blame him. He wants his money,
and he's gonna get paid, and then he's already getting hurt, Gabe. He had an unproductive year. We won games without him. It's just
a game that we shouldn't have won.
I dig the dude. I dig his play, but he's just talking too damn much. And he's a player that didn't do that before until he got paid. So what's the change up, man?
No, I think what you're seeing mostly is the fucking narrative of what they're fucking trying to do. Yeah. What they always try to do with the fucking Raiders. We get somebody that's fucking good, and then that fucking homegrown fourth round draft pick stood with the fucking Raiders, even through the injuries, even through the fucking coaches, staff. Half of these motherfuckers aren't even here no more. Who's an actual fucking Raider since Crosby been here? Colton fucking Miller. That's the only fucking original, since fucking Oakland, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to get at, bro, is like you're almost feeding into the fucking narrative of what everyone else is putting out there. If
I'm hearing them say it, Lo.
I'm
watching him say it,
and everyone was asking, "So you want to get traded?" He's like, "Nah, man, I'm cool." Like he's just saying.
I'm watching him say it, bro. So I wouldn't say it if I didn't see him do it. You gotta show me
where it show. I don't listen.
I don't will. Video. I ain't got my computer in front of here looking at shit. I can't do that, but I will. If you want it, I will.
Nah, so look, now
you ain't gonna get me. You ain't gonna get me. You ain't gonna get me with no thing. I'll send you several times. I've heard him say that. And then you'll get on the show and you'll back me up. You'll get on the show and you'll back me up. I'll find him.
Would you take Aiden Hutchinson right now?
Yes.
Okay. Would you take Khalil Mack right now?
Yes.
Would you take Josh Allen right now from Jacksonville Jaguars?
Yes.
Would you take Hendrickson?
Yes.
Okay, all of them are fucking below Crosby.
That's from this week or last week.
Over Maxx Crosby?
All of them are under Maxx Crosby, bro.
Over Maxx Crosby?
No. Show that clip that I just put right there, so that way this is from last week. From Maxx Crosby. This is from Maxx Crosby's
now
mouth.
You're just picking out clips that he's talking good now.
No. It's not. It's a certain clip that you want to hear. It's the certain clip that you exactly. No. It's the certain clip that you want to hear.
Okay.
This is what clearing up exactly all those rumors.
All right, I haven't seen that one yet. Maybe it might make me change my mind then.
Check out his response.
I dig that. I'm cool with that.
You know what I mean? Like.
All right, let me set it up real quick. Jesus.
Is it visual?
Yes, it's visual.
Who telling me to relax? Figure this shit out, Pete Brady. It's him, bro.
Maxx Crosby does not want to be traded. This week on his podcast, The Rush, Raiders edge rusher Maxx Crosby addressed trade rumors floating around surrounding him.
Hey.
Check out his response.
I'm not trying to leave, you know what I mean? Like, I know it's a business, you know what I mean? I don't have 100% control of all that, but like, I want to be here. I want to be silver and black. I'll say it loud and clear. I want to be a Raider. I've said that over and over and over again.
Maxx Crosby does not want.
Anything else?
I'm not convinced. I fucking scripted in his head every time he goes. I'm not convinced. I think you'll blow me away with something.
No, what I mean is like if you wanted to be gone, you'd be saying, I want to
get the fuck out of here.
Traded.
I don't want him gone. I don't want him gone. But you know the clip I'm talking about when he said that. I don't have any more guaranteed money. I don't know about you seen that, Gabe. You seen that clip.
I seen that. No, I seen and I understand.
To me, that clip was like saying he don't know. His mind's not right to where he's gonna be next year. And it ain't the Raiders, because the Raiders signed him to the contract. It's him.
That's just that clip that I saw. But like, and that if you see that whole interview over, like he also says like he's getting locked in. He's being locked in. He's getting locked in with Pete. You know what I mean? That
damn.
He's still the first man in the building. You know what I mean? Still the last man out. Like it's still. I think like he's still putting in all his what is the fucking the rehab shit like in the building. You know what I mean? So it's like I think that's just a narrative because it's the off season and shit like that. So a lot of people are running with it because especially because there's a lot of people on the outside from other teams also saying, you know what I mean? Come over here, come to a real team and all this bullshit. But when you hear Max, I think he kind of like, he shuts it down as much as he can, but I think he's tired of like shutting it down too. Like, I wouldn't want to repeat myself so many times either. You know what I mean? Like, I've said I want to be here. You know what I mean? Like, if like, you know what I mean? Like, I think he like, I'm just saying, like, I think he said enough times that he's wanted to be here. You know what I mean? And like,
I see that.
He's shown it too.
I understand that.
He's shown it too.
But you going both ways. You switch
Maxx
up.
Crosby shirt. You
switch up when you get your way. When you get your way, you switch up. That's bullshit, bro.
I don't think it's a switch. I think it's just more looking out for his fucking his
like a chick. Bro. It's like a chick. A chick does. All mad at you. I'm mad at you. When you buy something.
So now Maxx Crosby.
The lady's mad at you. Pissed off. Don't talk to you all day. You buy her a nice dinner now.
I mean, I'm a Raider fan, and it's the shield over everything. But I mean, the fucking team is fucking skyrocketing in value, and billions of dollars are coming into that building. I mean, they should be able to fucking give them some more guaranteed money, no? I mean, if that's their cornerstone.
Ticket price is cheaper, so I could get up in there and watch Maxx Crosby.
If that's their cornerstone, I wouldn't like. They have the money for it. I mean, I don't see the problem. Like, I think they're set up perfectly to make him that dude, to make him a Raider for life, and pay him, get him cheaper than you might get him in a couple of years. I think he's gonna come back. I really do think that Pete's going to get this team on the right track to where Max's game is going to reflect on that too. Max's game is going to get even better to me. That's just my idea, because I think
better get healthy and put up some good numbers, not just.
I think we're going to put better players around him. I think we're going to put better players around him too. So that's why I'm saying, like, I think Max is going to have his best years in front of him, and if we get him now and guarantee him now where he wants to be still a Raider for life, I think we could get him at a better price than we'll get him in the next 2 years when he could be up for actual free agency. You know what I mean? I just think that, I don't know, man. I think we're in a good situation to extend him. Do it.
I would do it. Because if you turn around and extend him, give him a better fucking contract, it's only going to put more money in our pocket going into this year.
Yes. But just don't.
So, I mean, regardless of whatever. So wait a minute. So because he's bitching about there's no guaranteed money, even though it's gonna fuck you up. No, but you're switching that shit. You're going back and forth.
No, I'm not. I'm on my stance. Shut the fuck up and play your contract out, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's not realistic anymore. Nobody's playing out their contract no more.
Yeah, football's way different, bro. Everybody's saying, what's wrong with getting paid? Okay, 8 sacks, is that good enough to give me?
But nobody's playing their contract no more.
Never got more than 15. Never got more than 15 ever.
What I mean is, if you're one of those top tier defensive end, any position, not even just defensive end. If you're a top tier at that position, you know what I mean? If you're considered top tier at your position, no matter what, bro, like, you're going to get paid. Like, all of those guys, every single one of those guys that are like a top guy at their position wants to get that guaranteed money. It's going to ask for, you know, that, and most of them are asking for a trade if they're not happy, if they're not actually happy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Nowadays. So that's why I'm saying, like, I just don't see that in Max. Like, I see some certain, like, I get certain points that you're making about he shouldn't be bitching about this and this and that, but like, I just think it's more about him guaranteeing his future here. He wants, and I think he wants to be here. I mean, we can't make the same mistake.
I know
we can't make the same mistake that we made with a lot of players. Like when they want to be here and shit like that, and we could extend them and give them more money and be here. Look at the Jacob shit. We could have had him here. He said he would have took more money to be here and all of that shit.
I think that's why I got a sour note in my shit. I think that's why.
That's
because
why.
we did it to Jacob.
And that's why I'm saying like we can't mess up as an organization like that again.
I give you that.
We can't make the same mistake. And pay the dude. He's worth it.
Top Beats is asking a question. Or do you guys think we should keep Kuntz? So if Kuntz is going to be projected at $20 million, you think you're not going to give Maxx Crosby, that's been fucking, there's only going to be maybe, 25? Is he, am I tripping? Yeah, he's barely going to be 25. And he's going to get only 23. And you're going to give Malcolm Kuntz, a guy that just fucking $20 million. I'm just saying. But what I'm saying is like.
Khalil Mack for $20 million. What's up? He's better than Kuntz and Chason.
I agree. I
like the defensive end market, so I think that there's going to be avenues to go there where you don't have to bank everything on Kuntz. You don't have to bank a lot on Kuntz. Like we don't have to be stressing about damn we got to re-sign Kuntz. Like I just think there's so much available like talent at defensive end in free agency. Like I think like we're gonna be able to get somebody in the building. If it's not Kuntz, I mean, to be honest, if somebody's willing to pay him that from the $15 to $20 million round range, like, hey, so be it. Kuntz, go get your money, man. Like, we can't bitch about that. Go get your money.
Nah, at all.
And 8 games is all we got on Kuntz, bro. 8 games.
I'm just saying, yeah. Like, I'm not willing to make that you know, that certain fucking investment for like, because I'm pretty sure he's gonna want. He's looking for years on that contract too because of his injury shit like that. He's gonna try to look to see who's gonna give him the most years and all of that shit too, because I think that's the most important too. Because and Kuntz right now, he just, I would like him back because those 8 games he did show a lot. He did show a lot. Like he does show a lot of ability.
Bro. He's damaged.
It's just that we can't, like, with all the available people that are going to be available in free agency, and if he could go get his money somewhere else, and we could split that in for like 2 players, you know what I mean? As a caliber of like fucking say, like just like I mean the names that we named the other day were just at least it was like 10 to 12 people deep. You know what I mean, in the defensive end room, you know what I mean? And so it's like, I just think, and then we can still see if we can re-sign, Clavion Chason too. You know what I mean? Chason.
Chason will come in for about $5 million, bro. Like he ain't tripping. He just wants to be on the fucking spot. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. See, and that's the thing though. It's like when you get a player that's been through what we've seen, I mean, just give him the fucking money that we can afford, because we got another extra $20 million this year. The whole NFL got another extra $20 million. So I mean, even it's gonna help to where we can sign the Chason and the fucking Kuntz and possibly a Mac if we change his fucking contract. It's only gonna be better for the fucking team, and then we have more control over what he wants to do. So however the guaranteed money is, and we switch him over, we get rid of him later on, or if it doesn't work, however it fucking goes, bro. But changing his contract and giving him more money is not bad for a 25-year-old, bro. Defensive end.
Who are you talking about, bro?
I'm talking about fucking Crosby.
And I keep going back, like keep looking more like tape with Trayvon now, man. Trayvon Morey. He's important to get back on this team, though.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of people, bro. There's a lot.
He's important to get back on this team, bro. Like that, like there's not a safety out there that we're gonna be able to sign and just step right in.
What up?
And I understand, like, people don't want to franchise him, but and I don't think so either. But like, if at the end of the day, if that's last resort, we can't just all I'm trying to say is we can't let him walk. There's one way or another we can't let him walk. If that's the last resort and that's the thing that we have to do to keep him, like, so be it. But I mean, I hope we get a deal done with him, because that's the best case scenario. But like, we just can't let him out the building. Like, Trayvon Morgan is important to this defense.
Mm-hmm. But there's safeties out there that are all pros, bro. That are better than Trayvon Morgan that we could get.
He's just good, man. Like and this defense,
he ain't better than that. He ain't better than that cat in San Francisco. I'll take that dude with the quickness and let Morrig roll out.
Who?
That Hufanga kid.
Oh yeah, but he ain't going nowhere. He's still at Frisco. You know what I mean? So
he's a free agent.
The thing is but I don't think Frisco's gonna let him walk.
They're gonna keep him at Greenlaw. What's up with the both of them? Take
Greenlaw's coming off of 2 injuries though. Like he came back, 2 big injuries.
Got hurt again.
Back to back.
Let him heal for a year. What's up? This whole offseason he's healing.
I just like Morrig because he's gotten better and better every year. And then him 1 more year under this defense. I think this is gonna be it's gonna be like one of those years where Morrig, I think he for sure makes Pro Bowl, but I think he makes a run at being one of the better safeties in the league. I think he has that talent.
I agree with you. He is. But will we franchise him, bro? What is he about? He's gonna be about $25 million.
What he had like 4 picks last year. So I mean, I know his hands are getting better. Hands are getting a little bit better. You know what I mean? He got like 3 or 4 picks last year. He had a couple sacks. You know what I mean? He has good timing on blitzes.
He's getting better. Dude. He got better every year. He got better.
Trayvon Morgan is ranked 23rd overall
at all free agents, right?
After all the safeties, he's ranked 23rd.
He's young, bro.
So there's Grant, there's Del Pitt from the Browns, there's Carl from Rams, Jen Stone, Metellus from I'm probably
but Maury's good for us, bro. He's good for us. You know what I mean? He's good for us. But there's better out there if he goes. There's better out there that he goes. We just got to pay him, and they deserve it because they're all pro type dudes.
Harrison Smith is better. Like Lee Cooker.
Where's Hufanga at? Where's the Hufanga dude at?
Hufanga is he's 13th. So
who's the best? Who's the best safety? Is it?
From what I'm seeing, it's what it shows right here. It's going to be a Winfield Jr., then Hamilton, and then Jesse Bates.
Where's Buda Baker at? Where's Buda Baker at?
Baker is I'm looking. I think he's I don't even see him. 14th.
Damn, they got Hufanga better than Buda Baker.
Yep.
Gee, Willie.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. That's weird.
In free agency for actual safeties though, like in rank, he's ranked 6th as a free agent.
And I know Hufanga's like 2 or something like that, 2 or 3.
He's 2. Yeah. Javon Holland's 1.
Oh, Javon Holland will be dope to get. Isn't he from the Bay and shit? Isn't he from? That doesn't matter.
Hufanga's 2. Bynum is 3. Cameron Bynum's 3. Andre Sisco from the Jaguars is 5. Harrison Smith from Minnesota, and then Trayvon Morgan.
Yep.
And after him is Justin Reed and Justin Simmons. They have Trayvon Morgan ranked and ranked ahead of Jeremy Chin, Justin Simmons, and Justin Reed. They have just Trayvon Morgan ranked ahead of them.
All right. Well,
but the thing is, if you bring any of those guys in, they have to learn the system that Trayvon Morgan doesn't.
Mm-hmm. Oh, actually, in 25, Hufanga is a free agent.
Hufanga is a free agent. I have the free agents list right here.
Yeah, like Bynum, Reed, like you said, Harrison Smith.
There's some good ones out there we could get, bro.
The one that I like at linebacker for free agent is he's in our division, dog, and he's played in our division. Nick Bolton.
Yeah, it'd be a good one.
He's an inside linebacker, which he kind of goes in with with Spillane and shit like that. So it's kind of like but that dude's good, man. That dude's really good.
We need to get like a rover type guy, but like a Willie or something that can move around a little bit, bro. Like move like Diablo, but play better, way better. Or just fuck, man. If Diablo needs to step up, bro. He needs We got to stop waiting for this dude to pop, man. We got to just say time's up, bro. You got to go. You know what I mean?
Hey, that guy Zach Bond for the linebacker from the fucking Eagles got re-signed, huh?
Yeah,
I think so.
They're gonna. If not, I wouldn't let him go. I wouldn't let him go. But if he gets a push with them, we got to overpay that dude, bro, to get him off that Super Bowl because they're gonna be in a run for a minute with that defense. They're gonna be in a good run for a minute.
I mean,
there's a lot
he can get paid though because he is a free agent, so he could get paid somewhere else. I mean, if he's looking for money, you know what I mean. That's all I'm saying.
They're all looking for money.
More played at TCU,
yeah. You didn't even say what's up to all these cats, bro.
See, look, well, I haven't had a chance. We've been fucking arguing over fucking Crosby.
Let's go. Quit arguing with me. Let's go.
There's predictions of him leaving. Actually, he has it. So he's going to hit free agency. So, I mean, that's another guy we could look at. There's predictions of him leaving.
Who's that?
Zach Bond. Like right here, I'm reading something about prediction of Zach Bond to the Niners because they're most likely gonna lose Greenlaw. So, but I mean, shit, go make a run at him. Go try to make a run at Zach Bond. You know what I mean? That dude played hell good a linebacker, man. This whole playoffs, this whole year.
They're gonna be the Philly in a year or another is gonna have problems with their salary cap, and they're gonna have to get rid of some of these defensive tackles and defensive ends, and I think a couple of them are retiring this year, but. You know, they're not gonna have all this strength and money wise and cap wise for all these dudes, these good players that they pick. But I'll give kudos to them, man. They pick well. They get the free agents. They got a real damn good general manager. I'll tell you that.
Like in the edge rushers are Khalil Mack, Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat, Malcolm Kuntz, DeMarcus Lawrence, Chase Young, Baron Browning, Matthew Judon. Like there's a lot of defensive ends out there that are going to be available.
I said this on Jay's show last. Yeah, when was I don't know when it was, but Khalil Mack, Adam Butler, Wilkins, and Maxx Crosby at the starting four, and then the backups. You got backups if you get the Kuntz or Kason, and then you can even throw pussy ass Tyree Wilson in there.
I'd get rid of Tyrese. I would get rid of Tyrese. And then
we get a Mason Graham type dude or something like that in the middle, or that dude Grant, the other dude from Michigan on the other side who's just as good.
Right here.
And just imagine the AFC West quarterbacks tripping on that front four, bro, and the rotation.
Hey, you know how we said we need even though we draft a running back, we need we probably gonna need two because you know what I mean. Just so you know, you can have that because the running game that we're gonna need. Looking at the list right now, like the things like I don't really like any of the names, but if we were to be able to get our hands like on a James Conner, he's a free agent. James Conner's
a free agent from Arizona. Oh,
James Conner's a free agent.
I didn't know that. I didn't know
James Conner's a free agent. Like if we were able to get like a James Conner here, you know, and pair him up with like a young back from like Ohio State, like one of those young backs from Ohio State or something like that. Like
Hutchinson and Connor. Ooh.
Like I could see
that offense.
So
I think we're gonna get an Ohio State running back. Either way, Gabe. I think we're gonna get one of them dudes either way.
The running backs free agent are Aaron Jones, James Conner, Najee, J.K. Dobbins, Javonte Williams, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Rico Dowdle, and Khalil Herbert. Those are the guys that are free, and then Alexander Madison is there too, but he's
Khalil Herbert would be a good little spell, but man, I like that shit with Connor that you were talking about. I like that.
James Conner, and like you pair him up with one of these young backs from in the draft.
I'm gonna start saying that shit. Let's start saying that, Gabe. Let's start saying that. James Conner for the Raiders, bro. What's up?
Now he has like I don't know, man. I like James Conner.
They cut Tyree Wilson. I think it shows right here from 2025. It'll be a $4 million hit. I think they should cut him or trade him or get rid of him.
They're gonna. He's so massive.
He probably if you don't.
Does good, Gabe.
The thing with Tyree is if you don't do good this year, he might be cut next year.
Yeah.
unless he hasn't made any progression, he'll probably be cut by the end of this training camp. But I think that he's going to at least get a chance at training camp. Like, he's not going to get cut before training camp. So,
James Conner just signed an extension in November.
He says he's a free agent right now, Joe.
If he doesn't show something, if he doesn't show something, I don't know, bro. I don't see fucking Tyree here past this year if you don't see something.
Me too. You should make.
We'll cut Tyree.
You give him 2 years.
What's okay?
This will be his third year.
There's a few things for me that, like, I'm just saying, it's like you're gonna be paying somebody like Tyree $15 million. You're gonna be trying to pay Coots that's fucking only had 8 games, $15 million, $20 million. You know what? This is what they're projected. I'm not saying, you know, and the production that you're getting out of that, bro, like, it fucking sucks. I'd rather have fucking rookies in there that want to fucking be there, or guys that are undrafted that are trying to make that fucking team, like a Chase Young and stuff like that. My personal opinion. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm pretty sure that fucking Pete Carroll has a lot of influence in college people coming over to want to play for him. Fucking Graham is a great fucking defensive coordinator. He's sticking around. He's only going to get better with Pete Carroll on his back. You know what I mean? And then playing, like, depending on who they get at quarterback, because I was even talking to the guys earlier, I was thinking, like, shit, if we're going to draft anybody, a lot of people are over fucking looking Gabriel, bro, from Oregon. I would take him because the simple fact is Pete Carroll had an undersized guy at as a third rounder. If you get Gabriel around that second rounder or whatever, whatnot, I would take him because Chip Kelly basically implemented that fucking type of crazy ass offense that he runs over there in Oregon, and they kind of just stuck with it. So there's a lot of different things to where it's like, if we go get a Gabriel and that's going to be our starting quarterback moving forward, Maxx Crosby might be gone. So we might have to go turn around and trade some shit. You know what I mean? And not give him that contract. So a lot of the different moves are going to actually happen moving forward, because we still got like free safety like Devonshire. We got other players on this fucking team that they can fucking grow. Even Bennett, we might even have at 6 have to go with cornerback because Bennett is always getting hurt. We might have to stick out another year with Jack Jones. There's so many different fucking things that we have to look at, or that the Raiders have to look at moving forward. That's gonna fucking really, really change everything moving forward.
Bro, Bennett only got hurt one time. He did his second year. This is his third year.
His first year he was under the bus. Like he got thrown under the bus. Remember, like he fucking, his confidence was down and all of that bullshit.
We'll get his passes knocked. Nah. They said that about fucking Russell Wilson as well, bro. So like, I don't know, man.
No, now there's a lot of chatter of the Stafford thing.
See, that's exactly what I wanted to talk about. This fucking Maxx Crosby shit. The Maxx Crosby shit is gonna work itself out at the end. Nobody wants Maxx Crosby to leave. So I do agree with you for him to shut the fuck up and just play ball, but he's not really saying anything to the fact that either you give me this or I'm out. He's not saying that.
That's see what I'm saying? That's coming.
I think the fact that he still wants more money to stay here, showing that he actually wants to stay here, he just wants to secure his future. But like, there's other guys that once they're fed up, they're just gonna put out there, I want out, I want to trade.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know, brother. Like, I think my whole thing was I wanted to talk about Stafford, but like, if I would just look very, very like, that was actually what I wanted to talk about was Stafford, because last week we were talking about, or last show we were talking about Aaron Rodgers.
What's up? What I mean? What's up? That's my dude.
Who?
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh shit!
Aaron.
Aaron. Anyways, but no, what I really, really wanted to talk about fucking moving forward was fucking
nice
over, but everyone's just fucking talking about it. His contract. This is the biggest. This is the biggest thing about what I learned about his contract. He's only making $27 million moving forward.
Ooh.
Stafford.
He's gonna want more.
Well, exactly. So that's the bigger thing. And then the Rams said, "Hey, you're open to go trade and go see whatever you want to go get." You know what I mean? So right now,
letting them gauge, they're letting them gauge his value
and seeing if they want to fucking trade him, because they still got control of it too. What up, bro? What up, Sucker Free? They're doing that as well. So if we turn around and give him 35 to 40, I would take him that. I'll give him that on a 2-year deal. You know what I mean? Maybe half of it, maybe 70% of that guaranteed.
Yeah, because I think he don't mess up the plans of still needing a young quarterback.
Yeah, no, but I don't think it'll mess up the plans. I think it'll be a good fucking point to bring him in and then get somebody to fucking develop under him, because Matt Stafford is a fucking he's a strong motherfucker, bro. Like regardless of whatever, and he can play ball. Look at what he did. He kept the Rams
about
he kept the Rams alive.
His arm strength, though, that it's going
down. His arm strength is got weenie arm right now.
Shit like that. I mean, could that be because he had like a little shoulder problem last year, or elbow, or whatever it was? Could it be because of that, or is it his father time, just catching up or whatever, you know what I mean? But I just think that Stafford doesn't ruin the plans for he's a perfect bridge quarterback. That's what we're gonna do, and I think they were trying to feel around for. Because when last episode when we were on here, I think I was saying, hell no, if they're asking for a first round. But if you today, I heard a proposed trade where if it's that, then yeah, I'll for sure I'll do that. Like a third rounder for Matthew Stafford. Hell yeah, because we got an extra third rounder from the Devontae Adams. You know what I mean? So if you can flip Devontae Adams into Matthew Stafford, then I mean to me that's a win right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't look at that as a fucking lose. You know what I mean? So I think that would just put us in a position to where I think we could, if we sign the right free agents, I think we could compete now. You know what I mean? And that's why I like, because you don't have to go away from still sitting somebody underneath Matthew Stafford for a year or two, you know what I mean? And then still taking over when the team's, already looking up.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of whatever, we're going to need a veteran presence. And I think Matthew Stafford is moving forward the way he's played over the years, bro. He has way more upside than a fucking Aaron Rodgers. Even if his arm's a little fucking, he's not throwing a fucking 50 ball like every fucking play. I don't think he needs to.
How many yards did he get?
Stafford? Let me look.
Stafford was balling at the end of the season. I know that in the playoffs, he still kept them in there against Minnesota. I know that last throw though, people kind of harp on that one.
8 interceptions, 93 rating. He had completion percentage was 65.8, and he was 3,700 yards.
So he had 20 touchdowns.
20 touchdowns. With no Puka,
Aaron Rodgers had 28 and 11, almost 4,000 yards.
But Stafford missed time.
On a shitty
yeah, but that's
team.
all garbage time though.
It's garbage time. The dude was averaging 9 points, like 12 points a game or 15 points a game. That's not garbage time. That's completions.
No.
And then they had this vaunted ass, badass fucking defense that averaged. They scored fucking almost 30 points a game against the Jets, and we think that the Jets are top 2, top 3 defense all the time. Had this badass Salah and all this shit. Their defense didn't do shit. Yeah. And they went to the playoffs. They went to the playoffs, and Aaron Rodgers didn't even go to the playoffs. They have one more win than us, and he bombed out almost 4,000 yards, 28 touchdowns. And it's not garbage time, because I investigated this dude, and I seen the scores on there, and it wasn't garbage time.
Who, Rodgers?
At the end, at the last 2 games, probably was all the touchdowns to Devontae, those 5-6 touchdowns to Devontae, but that's still more than 20 touchdowns.
Yeah, but that's like the pumped up fucking, what was it? Who was the
Stafford has never been better than Aaron Rodgers, dude. Never been better than Aaron Rodgers. You guys just don't like Aaron Rodgers. That's why.
I don't know, man.
I didn't care about the dude, but it's a better option than free agency, because you got to think, guys. You got to think that Stafford, if we got to trade for Stafford, and we're just saying a 3rd round pick. You think the Rams are going to just take a 3rd round pick for Stafford?
They're going to get off that contract.
Who do they have to back them up? Who do they have to back them up? Nobody. Yeah, that's what they have. He's probably a better quarterback for the Rams with their coaching situation than he ever was.
Well, they can go get Rodgers and fucking what's the name, DA, because there's rumblings.
You know what? They'll probably win more fucking games than us too, because we made that mistake of not getting Aaron Rodgers.
Nah, but the Rams are stacked. They carry Matthew Stafford. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, either way, man, it's like fuck. I'm just saying, I'd rather look at Matthew Stafford than fucking.
Me too, Lo. I'm down with that. I've always said I'm down with Matthew Stafford, but we got to trade for him. We got to lose assets for him. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. We have let's keep those two third round picks and get somebody to build up our offensive line or do something like that. And Rodgers is cheaper.
I don't know that yet. We don't know that yet.
Rodgers will be cheaper.
Yeah. He's on one less than Stafford. Yeah, I know that. We're not giving him a third round pick or two or three picks for Stafford.
Aaron Rodgers ain't taking no less money nowhere.
I don't know if the Jets are going to pay him. I don't know if the Jets are still going to have to pay him. He's going to be a cap hit on him or what, but I don't know.
Gravy,
Aaron Rodgers ain't doing nobody no favors.
He's better than Stafford.
I'll tell you that.
He's better.
Yeah, but Aaron Rodgers is
better. I don't give a fuck about
at this point of their career, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I like.
He just did all of a sudden start having a good season when Devontae got there, dude.
Huh?
He just did start having a good season those 6 games that Devontae went there. They didn't win no extra games. He was chucking the ball up. He was doing some good things. Y'all see that shit?
Only at the end when they were losing.
All you see was Stafford get hurt, come back, win a game. Get hurt again, come back and win again. I don't want that shit, bro. We can't protect that dude.
But Stafford isn't coming off of an Achilles. I don't see.
Gabe, you got a quarterback that throws a good. You got a quarterback that's gonna throw the ball 40-something times, bro.
Who?
Rodgers don't do that.
So
we got to find the player that's gonna be successful.
Rams had a running game last year. The Rams
had Karen, but what did he do? He faded out, got hurt too, so they had to chuck the ball. That's where he got most of his yardage from. We seen that when Kyron got hurt. Remember he got hurt.
Kyron had 1,300 yards rushing.
Huh?
Kyron had 13. They were a run team last year because they had Cup down for a good period of time. Puka was hurt.
And Puka, that's when they came back. When they came back, just like Rodgers, you said at the end of the season, that's when we start throwing the ball whatever time because they were sewing up Karen.
And Stafford got his team to the playoffs.
Because somebody had Karen, he was saying he was running like a bear, and I wanted to trade for the dude. I wanted to trade for the dude on fantasy, and then I started seeing his shit declining. He had 13. He had 1,000 yards like 12 games into the season. He had like almost 1,000 yards in 12 games in the season. He was tight in the beginning. I wanted him.
Who?
Yeah. Kyron Williams.
Oh yeah.
So Raider Des.
So the last 6-7 games, he only got 300 yards.
Yeah, but how long ago was that, Alex? Was that last year that he threw over 300 yards? I got to look at his stats. But Raider Des has a good fucking point right here. Hey, fucking Pete Carroll runs the ball. Pete Carroll always has like a 2 fucking back system. He had like Turbin. He always had
college.
Back there.
In college, but also with Seattle, he ran the ball a lot. Who? Pete Carroll? Yeah.
Pete Carroll. So shout out to the homie Art, man. He was sitting there he wanted me to ask this question to you guys. If fucking Gentsy's there at 6 and we really don't have a real big answer at quarterback and all the quarterbacks, Cam Ward, Shador's gone and whatever or not, are you taking Gentsy at 6?
No.
Because we need a running game.
Yeah.
And you got to remember, one of the guys that came into our offense and pretty much did a lot of stuff until he started getting hurt because he was the whole offense was fucking Darren McFadden. So that was the last time a number 1 overall pick came in. So if you really look at Gentsy and who he is and what we need, regardless of whatever quarterback, especially if we're going to go get a veteran quarterback that don't need to be throwing the ball 40 fucking times, we're going to need to be running the ball. So do you guys think that it would be a good move to get Gentsy?
Gentsy is not even close to a Darren McFadden. I know he got a lot of yards and what. He's not even close to Darren McFadden, bro. Not even close.
What?
No.
Fucking Gravy's on one today, bro.
Gravy.
Not to me. Maybe you guys.
He's a player like the closest.
The disrespect for Darren McFadden on this show is outrageous.
It's not disrespect, bro. It's not disrespect.
He just had one of the most greatest seasons as a running back in college history.
Okay. He played one good team. He balled out against Oregon, but the rest of them, me and you together probably would have got 100 yards against all them teams he played against. Because I know
that he said, huh?
Because I know me and you, Gabe, will probably got 100 yards against the teams that he played against. Because he played against the Mountain West, bro. I watched Fresno State.
Oh, dude, shit!
I watched Fresno State.
200 yards against Oregon.
Okay, one game he balled out. What happened when they went to the
game? What happened when they went to the tournament? Even in the game in the playoffs, he still rushed for 100 yards.
That's all they did was give him the ball. Gabe, fuck, you would get 2,000 yards of that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why he's so good, because that's the only thing they could do. And teams knew that.
The dude's tight.
And teams knew that, and he was still rushing.
The dude
not
is
one
tight,
game. Not one game did he rush for not even under 130 games.
The disrespect that you guys are doing to Darren McFadden is fucking outrageous. Gabe, I know you got a number 20 somewhere in your house, bro. How could you disrespect that?
I don't.
Oh my god.
But I liked Darren McFadden. I don't like.
He was I'm gonna put away my number 20. I'm gonna put away my number 20.
He had one great year with the Raiders. That but he was always injured and always ran up. He always ran up. He always ran up too high. For me, he always ran up too high as a running back. I mean, he had speed, but I mean, there's no way you can tell me Genty's not no McFadden. Genty to me is better than
not
McFadden.
At 6, Vince. Not at 6. We don't need. There's better running backs we can get in the second round, third round. Believe you me.
There's nobody better. Maybe better value because you might be able to get a running back that's still pretty good in the 5th round. But
so who you want? You want Shador or you want Genty? Who you want?
But
if Shador's they're both there. They're both there.
No, this whole question was if none of those quarterbacks
were there. Exactly. That's the question.
Will Johnson was gone or whatever like that. That was the question. You guys already know my answer to that. If Shador's there, it's always been quarterback.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get me to go anywhere else but quarterback. But this question was brought up with if those guys ain't there. And we need the running game. Like Genty is special, bro. Like to me, Genty's always been special. I don't want to take him at 6.
Not for us.
I don't want to take him at 6, but he deserves to be 6. Like if that's all we needed, fuck yeah. Like if we needed if we get a quarterback, like if we make the investment, I don't want Sam Darnold, but if we make the investment in Sam Darnold and we go get a few offensive linemen out there and shit like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be I would be okay with them taking fucking Genty 6.
Ask it again, bro. I can't find it, bro. My bad.
Look, let me just put it to this way, because your guy that you like is Aaron Rodgers. Okay, so say we go get Aaron Rodgers, we go get two or three different offensive linemen, and you know what I mean, and we get like another receiver or something like that in free agency. You're not taking Genty at 6?
I'll get Mason Graham, bro. I'll make that defensive line. That defensive line got me hot.
We won't need Mason Graham if we waste the money on free agency and on already building the line.
But you didn't say that we were gonna get a defensive tackle. We need a defensive tackle.
I don't think more than a running back.
We need another defensive end too.
I think we need another running back. I ain't
cool with Kuntz and Chase on, bro. These people
I'm saying because I only said Aaron Rodgers because that's the guy that you want. I'm just saying, like in any other case, like if we go get a running back or a quarterback, say we trade for Stafford or something like that, and we go fix the offensive line, and we still have weapons that like Bowers and that we go sign a fucking a wide receiver. I'm damn okay with them taking fucking.
And we stay at 6.
a running back at 6. Like, well, not a running back. Genty at 6, not a running back.
I'm hearing Gabe
he's
say
the
this
only
shit.
guy.
He's the only guy
He's the only guy that's probably be even worth a running back taking at 6, because
I'll tell you right now,
that's special to me. But any other running back, no, you can wait till the second, third round, whatever it is. But I'm just saying, if we're able to attack those things in free agency, I wouldn't be mad at them taking that at 6. That's not my first choice. Never going to be my first choice to go get a running back at 6. But if we go fix these things in free agency to where we've seen how important a running game is, and I think we know how important a running game is in Chip Kelly's offense, that's the reason why I bring it up. Like,
so Big
I wouldn't be mad at them picking up.
So check this out. Big Board has him ranked at 5th, being picked 5th overall, right? Omario Hampton is fucking 20. They're saying that it's deep, right? Deep
class.
Deep class, right? But then it goes from fucking Mario Hampton to fucking Scatterbo. Scatterbo's slow as shit. As a running back, that's fucking horrible. Then it goes Sam.
We'll see. I think we'll see. We'll see how slow he is, because he doesn't say he's slow. So, but he has confidence. He says that he's not slow. So, like, we'll see.
I like that attitude, bro. Hey, that's what makes me get. I didn't like the dude that Friday. He's slow. He's too big. He's going to play fullback. But what he's saying like that, what Gabe said, shit, bring that motherfucker on my team, bro. He'll smash.
That's what I want to see. I want to see. He said he's going to run. I think he's going to run at the combine. So, like, if he runs a fucking 4, even a 4.5 at his size, that's good.
That's fast. It's not the fastest, but that's fast. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, hey, Kenna has a question for you, bro. Where do you put it at? I don't know. See, I just had it right now.
And I'm just saying, I don't want and I want to repeat too, like, because I want to make it clear, because I don't think that it's the smart. Like, it would be the smartest thing if you don't go get those things in free agency. That's why I love the fact that free agency is first, because that's why I say if we can go get these certain, replacements in free agency, then I wouldn't be mad at Genty going at 6. But don't get that shit twisted. I do not want a running back at 6. It's just that, like, if it depends. That's why I always say it depends on what scenario we're in. You know what I mean? We go get a quarterback and a couple of like, that's what I'm saying. We go build. If we're gonna go build the offense, let's go build the offense. You know what I mean? Like, let's go do that shit and give him the best weapon, which I think is gonna be. It's one of the most important positions in Chip Kelly's offense, which is the running back position. You know what I mean? So, like, that's why I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
But would you settle for Henderson, Jenkins, or
yes? I've said I like those guys too. I like Omario Hampton. I would go Omario Hampton if you could get him in the second, third round.
Genty's dope, bro. I agree with you. Genty's dope. He did amazing shit. And I just threw the competition of play, but he did ball out on them. That he does things like that, and I know he's gonna do that in the pros. But I think the way I'm saying that now is that game, I see somebody jumping up to get him, bro. I see Dallas jumping up to go over people to get this dude. So that's why I said, nah, I don't see him there. I don't see him there. And then Lowe showed that he's 5th, so that's before us. So maybe Dallas bumps up, he trades up to get him, or maybe Dallas trades with us to get him or something. I don't know. But hey, Gabe, highlight Dwayne Thomas's question. You see Dwayne Thomas right there? It's a great. But Jack Kenna, Patrick Graham, it's a category thing with me, Patrick Graham. I'm not happy with the third down efficiency. Look at the third down efficiency that this dude had. When you watch games, and I know you watch games, is that every single time we were 3rd and long, 3rd and 20, 3rd and 25, dudes they'll get the first down against us, and it'll be wide open in the middle of the field. Steadily happened for the last 4 years. We've never sewed that up. And it can't be. You can't say that we were hurt or whatever, because it's been happening. We weren't hurt last year. We weren't hurt the year before that. And it's not an excuse. It's a scheme thing. So we got to sew that up. We got to sew up the red zone. We got to sew up every time at halftime. We get scored upon it, no matter if there's 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute. We get scored on. They have the ball before halftime. Just little situations like that. Every tight end balls out against us. Why can't we sew up the tight end? So that's the reason why. That's the reason why. Those are the concerns I have, and both my guys know it. And I'm going to keep saying that until he proves me wrong. If it happens again, then you'll know why I think that way. But Dwayne,
I just think they have a good plan for them. I think they have a good plan for both to attack both.
I hope they do.
Both ways.
But I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical with Patrick Graham because it's never been fixed, Gabe. Right? We bitch about it on our phone calls at halftime. We bitch about it all the time. Why is the middle?
I think that we've seen
why is the middle?
When we could play somewhat. I know, like it was very up and down with what's his name in fucking with AOC those last 8 games, even when you know, the 8 games where fucking or 9 games where AP kind of earned his job. You know what I mean? Like you seen when there was at least there was run game when they were able to run 4 out of their last 5 games and shit like that. Like you seen when there was an actual run game and you seen how effective the defense could be. I mean, when they weren't being put out there in bad situations, you know what I mean? Like when they were being out there to pin their ears back, you know what I mean? And like kind of play more, like not giving up the short fields and shit like that. Like you've seen how this defense plays better. Like I think last year was a product of not just injuries. I mean, that was a big part of it, but you know, the at times, you know, you've seen how dysfunctional offense could be. And they couldn't get a run with the worst run game in the fucking league. You know what I mean? Like you had the quarterbacks turning the ball left and right, turning the ball over left and right. You know what I mean? With Minshew and AOC, you know what I mean, at the beginning. So it's like they were putting them in bad situations over and over. You know what I mean? Like, and even the running backs, you know what I mean? When they would come in, they were getting fumbles and shit like that, or like just couldn't move the chain. So it's like I think that was a big part of why their defense, and at times even the defense was the only reason why they were in games. I mean, because as much as they were being put in bad situations, the defense would still do a little bit of things to keep them at least in arm's distance to where you were still at least be watching the game in the fourth quarter. You know what I mean? Like it's like it wouldn't get that embarrassing to where I think that's the whole reason why Patrick Graham got another nod. You know what I mean? I think they know that the continuity thing, you know what I mean? And I think that adding the mind of Pete to, you know, put his little flavor on the defense, and you know, especially with the amount of money that they're gonna have to maybe add some guys and re-sign some guys. Like I think Patrick Graham's gonna have his probably best defense yet as a Raider.
All right, yeah. Hey Dwayne, I never. The question was during that time when you heard me say that I'm not cool with Cooch and Chase on is because we were talking about bringing Khalil Mack on. That's why Khalil Mack is better than Cooch and Chase on. So
agreed.
Whatever you think about that you know, we can't keep both of them. We got to keep one or the other. But one of them's gonna sit, and then I would. Which one you like, I guess. But Khalil Mack in there, he's better.
I just want to bring some guys that you could tell, like, regardless of their age or whatever, like, I just want them to sign to, like, their age, of course. Like, if they're older, you know, give them smaller deals. If they're younger, you know, with guys that you know, that could probably be stars for a while, you know, get them on board for a while. Like, let's get them locked up for a while or whatever. But regardless of who you bring, as long as they got something left in the tank and are going to contribute to this team, that's all that really matters, bro. Like, that's why, like, I hear when people say, like, we don't want, you know, older guys or anything like that, because I think some people might be tired of that shit of bringing in guys like that. But that's why at the end of my sentence, I'll always say that guys that still have left in the tank, because a lot of the times I think we confuse it with guys that we brought in that, like, they're already on, like, they've gotten paid. And they were once something in this league, like once big time, but then we decide to pay him like if they're still that, you know what I mean? And we pay them off their name a lot of the time. I mean, I think that's what we did a lot of the times in recent history, to where we're not bringing in guys to where, like, okay, like let's bring in guys that still have something left in the tank. You know what I mean? Not just bring them in because of the name on the back of their shirt, like, oh yeah, he's probably gonna sell jerseys. Nah. He has to contribute on the field, man. Like, we just can't have another like Littleton. You know what I mean? Littleton was cool, but he had one good year, and then he decided to come over here, and we decided to overpay him. You know what I mean? Like that was one of the bigger. We've had plenty of those fucking instances with fucking Chandler Jones. You know what I mean? Fucking Chandler Jones was a fucking Hall of Famer, whatever. We made that trade, and we've seen how that shit turned out. We're always paying guys.
Not no more.
We're always paying guys because of the back of the name on the back of their fucking like. Nah, let's fucking get some guys that hopefully, Pete. I think Pete's smart enough, and that's what I like about Pete. His experience. I think he knows what type of player he needs in his system, and like, you know what I mean, to be able to play like the type of guys that he's gonna need to build the character to build that chemistry in this fucking locker room, because that's what they say he brings, right? Culture. So I think that's what he's gonna bring, bro. I think he's gonna bring guys that want to play fucking for the Raiders, bro. Like that's the most.
We're gonna know what that is, Gabe, because it didn't happen last year in that locker room. It didn't happen that last year. Losing was all over the place in that locker room.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, at this point, bro, like, even though there was losing all across the locker room, bro, it's not the same team. It's not going to be the same team.
It's not.
No.
It's not going to be the same coach. We're not questioning. There was everything above that we've been asking for to actually fucking happen. There was no question that we got the best fucking coach right now for the Raiders at this time moving forward.
Yeah.
We didn't get fucking what's his name, fucking Tampa Bay Duval, that fucking weirdo. We didn't get Ben Johnson, that everybody was fucking, like on his balls and stuff. And then you turn around and hear him fucking talk for the first 5 minutes. We're like, man, this guy's fucking an idiot. Poor
he
fucking
sounds
Caleb
stupid.
Williams, right?
He sounds fucking stupid, dude.
Yeah, he sounds
I agree with you on that one, but
right?
look, dude.
So what I'm trying to get at is like
what he did though, you can't knock that though. You can't knock that, Lo. He sounds stupid, but you can't knock what he did, bro.
What'd he do?
He's the best offensive coordinator out there. He deserves, but he looks great. He looks fucked up.
Nah, but
Raiders. Fuck.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day,
that's the way you are, though. You do the same thing sometimes.
I think at the end of the day, for what we needed, I think we did get the right coach for what we need. Like I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that I didn't want Ben Johnson as my first option, but like I think because this fucking Raider team is it's been so dysfunctional, and like with everything, like you see kind of guys like, I don't know, like I just have a feeling like it's still yet to be seen, but I don't know, man. I even heard some news where you hear a lot of guys like are willing to come back, to sign, want to re-sign with the Raiders, which is, and not even go out and look for like they're gonna. It's still yet to be seen in free agency, but I think that
they're feeling that energy, Gabe. They're feeling that energy right now.
I think Pete Carroll's going to be able to. It's going to be the best for that job, because the like certainty with Ben Johnson and all that shit is that like he has to get guys that already believe in him. You know what I mean? Because and get him on board here that know from like that specific areas. You know what I mean? That have been with him either. You know what I mean? In his prior days, or play with him with Detroit, and now they're up for free agency and shit like that. Like those are the things that are the guys that he's going to be able to be favorable with, to be able to go to Chicago, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Like, but as far as like Pete Carroll has years of that shit, you know what I mean? Has like years of that shit already building, like with thousands of players around the fucking NFL. You know what I mean? Like, because everybody knows that name, Pete Carroll. They know what he's done in this league already as a head coach. There's still uncertainty with Ben Johnson with that. You know what I mean? And I just think that as for the Raiders, I think we needed that shit.
Have a good one, Bill.
Hey, Tubby, I know it's a joke, but I'll take Carl Nassib over fucking Tyree Wilson any day. Any day. He did something. He did shit.
Yeah, he did. But yeah, man, I mean, overall, bro, like moving forward, a lot of the NFL's on notice. They see that the Kansas City Chiefs aren't going to be the same Kansas City Chiefs moving forward. You're going to see that, you know what I mean? Chargers are basically going to be the Chargers. They ain't going to win no chips, no rings, no Funyuns, no nothing, no lifesavers, nothing. You know what I'm saying? They ain't getting no fucking O's, no Cheerios, no Cheerios, nothing. They getting nothing with a circle on it, bro.
Keep going, Lo. Keep going. What else is round? What else is round over there?
So, like, you already know what they're gonna be right now. Broncos, you could turn around and actually look at the Broncos and the way they played with Knicks and all that stuff. They can actually be a fucking problem. I can see them being a fucking problem. So, but the biggest thing is, though, we got fucking somebody that's beat fucking what's the name numerous times, knows his fucking moves in Sean Payton. You know, we got Carroll. Carroll's beat him a lot. He's beat the Saints a lot. Also,
beat all of them.
He's beat all of them for fucking years, bro. So the thing is, though, so for the AFC right now, what they need is players to play their positions at the best level of what we need. We don't need a fucking Patrick Mahomes, even though we would love him. We don't need this fucking crazy ass fucking like, oh, let's go spend $80 fucking million on one fucking player. We're not going to do that. Coach Pete Carroll on a down year was winning with Geno Smith. Geno fucking Smith. He made Geno Smith look good because of the players that he had around him, bro. So the fact that we got Brady, we got fucking Spytek, and then we got Carroll. Even though Spytek's kind of like the odd man out, he was a part of that fucking winning organization. He was part of that organization to get Tom Brady there. So Spytek knows his fucking shit too. So we can go to sleep tonight, and probably in the next fucking 30 minutes, I'm gonna be out. Go to sleep and know that these fucking coaches that we have on our staff is gonna give us the best players and the best fucking team that the Raiders have been serving for a long fucking time. I was hopeful for fucking Antonio Pierce to become that coach. I was hopeful.
Me too.
That what's the name wasn't gonna be a fucking complete and utter douche, but he was. You see what I'm saying? But with this regime right now, we can get a third round quarterback, and I would almost be okay with it. And knowing that we're gonna fucking win some games because of the style of Pete and the fucking knowledge that he has. The only thing that I kind of fucking like looking at and who some of the players that he did coaches that he did retain, and fucking what's the name on the offensive side of the ball, fucking as an assistant head coach, Philbin. Also, who's the other guy from Cincinnati? He was with Cincinnati for a long time. Marvin Lewis. Marvin Lewis is here too.
Marvin Lewis ain't on the team no more.
I thought he was. I thought they retained him.
Gone. What did they need him for?
I thought they retained him, bro. I could be wrong, but regardless of that, that's what I thought.
He walked out.
This is Pete's team, though. This is for sure.
Yeah,
Pete's
but bottom
team.
line, yeah. So
Pete don't need no help. Pete don't need no help, bro.
He's doing with the most experience out of that room. Like, it don't matter.
Exactly. So regardless of whoever he has, so I think that the way he's gonna approach this, the way he's gonna talk to the players, the way he's moving and stuff like that, they're just some guys, bro, that know exactly what the fuck they're doing, and he does, and he has over 30 plus years in the NFL, or I mean total in college football, everything, probably even more than that, probably 40 years, bro. So I'm excited about it. So regardless of whatever, if Maxx Crosby doesn't want to get his money, doesn't want to play holdout, get rid of him. Pete Carroll is not going to sit back like, come on, Max. No, get the fuck out of here. I'll go find somebody else.
Fine, bro.
Nah,
Pete
that's
Carroll
why
brought in fucking Shaquille Griffin, the one with the fucking one hand, bro.
Yeah, but I don't think that they're not going to let it get to that. Like, I think they're
going to cut that shit in the
they make it to the point where, like, they're going to either offer him something to extend him or do something like that, because I think they're going to do right by him one way or another. They're going to either extend him and do something like that, or they are going to grant him his trade request and they're going to get something for him to where they can get, the most, I think, right now for him, but because there is still 2 years on his contract. But I don't think there's no way they let him out the building. I think, for sure they probably, get his a new deal done with him. But I think one way or another they do right by him. I don't think they end up trading him for one way or another, but that's a possibility just because if the new regime doesn't want to re-sign him, but I don't think that's the case.
Yeah.
Is Jack Kenna in love with Patrick Graham or what? Jack Kenna, aren't you tired? I'm going to say this just one last time of the hundreds of times that I've said this. Aren't you tired of a team that we're playing against defensively, and that offense is 3rd and 25, and they get a first down constantly and every game. Watch the games. I know you watch the games. Watch it. Doesn't it piss you off? That's all I can say. And Marvin Lewis was on that team last year with Patrick Graham, since he's so good as a defensive guy.
Is they DC or Patrick Graham?
He said Patrick Graham. He's getting an argument with me about Patrick Graham. I have my concerns with Patrick Graham. You know that, Gabe, right? So I just want that fixed. I don't have a problem with Patrick Graham, but just fix that shit because I'm tired of seeing it. It's not nitpicking. It's a fact that we're last in third down efficiency, 31 or 32 and third down efficiency as far as the defense is concerned. And the things that I see is the middle of the field is wide open all the time. Travis Kelce has a 100-yard game against us all the time. Every tight end in the NFL that we played against last year did or almost have a 100-yard game against us. We can't stop a tight end. Look at the Miami game. What happened on the last play of the game? Boom.
Oh, yeah.
Right in the middle of the goddamn field. That dude ran for 90 yards. Nobody was around the dude, and it was a 3rd and fucking 25. I'm tired of that, Jack.
Yeah.
I'm tired of that. It's been going on. Look,
is that personnel though?
The same thing was going on. I want that to change.
But is that personnel though? Do you think that's personnel?
It has to be scheme because it's been going on for 3 years. It's been going. The same thing's been going on for 3 years. I thought it was people. I thought it was people.
We've had Diablo for 3 years.
I was questioning Spillane.
We had Diablo for 3 years too. Now we haven't addressed it either for 3 years.
Diablo's been there. The other fucking Masterson's been there.
We have Masterson, so it could be personnel. That's why it could be. That could be a good point. It could be personnel.
It could be personnel, but get them out of there.
Yeah.
Put
true.
Somebody there.
But I think now is the time that we can't That's what I'm saying. We have the money to go address that this year. You know what I mean?
We do.
So
change it.
We should be able to do that in either the draft or free agency.
Yeah.
No, top beats. I'm gonna okay. We can have the offense. Look at that, bro. That's another excuse that I hear all the time. Look at how many we can't. We're not good on third down on offense. And we're also not good on third down on defense. So it blends in, bro. They're on the field the same amount of time. If we can't, they're on the field for a long period of time because we can't stop them on third down. It's a fact. We're 32nd in the we're 32nd in the league on third down on defense. So we can't stop them. That's why they're on the field. They're tired of. That's their fucking fault. That's scheme. That's coaching and personnel. So get it right.
Yeah, I just think with the upgraded personnel, and like if we can just have something balanced on offense.
Yes,
I think our defense does a lot better. I mean, I'm not saying that it's going to be what they like because I think they put a high ceiling. I think Patrick Graham put a high ceiling in those 8-9 games because they were the top scoring defense. You know, they were ranked in the top, in the top 5 category, like in a lot of categories for those last 9 games. So, but I'm not saying that they'll be that all year or whatever, but I think that they'll mirror that more than what they mirrored, I think, last year. You know what I mean? With a better offense, because I just think our offense was so fucking bad last year that that has to do a lot with how your offense, your defense, it is. And
One game, top beats. One game.
It just doesn't help with all those injuries either. You know what I mean? The injuries that we sustained, to our every single player.
You know what I mean? I understand that, Gabe. But for 3 years, bro, we've been last on third down efficiency, stopping the offense, bro. For the last year. And hey, I'm surprised we were 17th on points this year. But look at the other stats that matter. Third down efficiency. Red zone and shit like that. That's important, bro. They're gonna score against you. Why can't you stop it?
I just can't say I trust Pete Carroll and for other things, and not say I don't trust him for because he had the choice of replacing Patrick Graham.
Yeah.
He had he had that choice. You know what I mean, to replace him. So I think he sees something that I think that he could even work with that defense. You know what I mean, with Patrick Graham and shit like that. I think he can work his little, put his little, like I said, his little seasoning on it to where I think he sews that defense up, you know what I mean? And I think it plays a lot better. I think they play a lot better this year. But because I just think that was a big tip of the cap to Patrick Graham. You know, when a guy like Pete Carroll, who's, you know, legend defensive coordinator, legend, you know, defensive mind, whatever, like when he has the opportunity to basically, you know, switch that up, you know what I mean, and keeps you around.
Hey, bro, let me tell you this, Gabe and Lo. I don't know if we're gonna trip out on this, but I have a vision, bro. Ever since I got my transplant, bro, I get these visions and shit. And that man, see, Lo don't even want to hear me, man. Come on.
Are you taking mushrooms, though? Are you been taking mushrooms?
Maybe, I don't know, bro. I think I got mushrooms.
I'm listening. I'm listening, bro. I'm just doing
this
something.
This is what I think, bro. This is what I think, bro. I had this thing in my head that Pete Carroll doesn't have a lot of time to have this team be successful, right? He only has maybe, his document already has 3 years, and then if it's up to us to want to have him back. So 3 years is not a lot of time. I think Patrick Graham is
the successor guy?
The successor to the Raiders.
I agree. I was actually saying that earlier.
That's why they brought him back, to keep a hold of this team, because he's a good dude. He's a very smart dude. It's not that I don't dislike Patrick Graham and say he's sorry-ass defensive coordinator. I'm not saying that. Scheme-wise, personnel-wise, and he's to sew that up, because for years it's been the same. And it's facts. I'm right. So I think that's the situation that the Raiders are in, and it's not that they wanted to be in that. I think they think so highly of Patrick Graham because he's smart. He's a good dude. He's a good coach, and he's been a defensive coordinator for a while. And then he made an impact on some people, probably Pete Carroll too. Or Pete Carroll was told, keep this guy around. He's going to be your successor. And
the only thing is if we say we expect to say we do get better, right? We get better this year, and our defense, he does put the flavor on the defense. We do go improve the defense, and we get better. He's already being interviewed for head coaching jobs. He probably won't make it. He probably won't even make it to Pete's end to where he can take the Raiders job. You know what I mean? Because if this team, like, the Raiders have been so bad, you know, like in the last 20 years, to where if Patrick Graham has a year or 2 years of this defense getting better and better, and you know the Raiders start looking like the old fucking, like, you know, the old 80s Raiders, 70s, or whatever Raiders you want to say, like, just a winning team, you know, Patrick Graham's already getting looks. He'll get looks in the offseason if the Raiders improve. You know what I mean? Like, he's already getting head coaching looks. So, like, I don't see him. That's why I can't see him making it to the end of Pete's regime to take the job, just because if they improve, I see him taking a job elsewhere. And if Pete fucks up and he has a losing record, they're both getting fired.
Yeah.
So that's why
I'm not saying that, though. I'm not saying that that's gonna happen, come into fruition.
No. I'm just saying I can't see him making it to the end one way or another, because if they win, I see some team taking him away from us because they want him as their next head coach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if they lose, then I can see everybody getting fired again.
I agree with you, bro. That's why we have such a tight show, bro. That's why, because we could bump heads on it and then agree at the end. So that's what's up. And then Top Beats. The reason why the defense is winded is because we can't stop nobody on freaking third down. Look at that, Top Beats. I know you're computer savvy, bro. You can look at that. Look what we were on third down efficiency defensively. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's up to the defense, dude. It's up to the defense to stop the guys on third down.
And that's why I think he hasn't really gotten a real chance to actually go get a head coaching job. But that's why I'm saying, if he gets this defense actually playing good, and the Raiders do fucking improve, and we're in, like, say, like, even say we're top 10 type of defense, then I guarantee those interviews start becoming a lot more serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, as if taking him jobs elsewhere.
But see, not only that, Gabe, he must be a good teacher, because he must be an inspiration to some people that the players are talking about him in a certain way. He touches his players in a different way as far as like coaching. Just like you hear the reputation of Pete Carroll. He touches players in a different way, and he coaches different. He coaches like with love and tenacity, and then he says, "You know what? If you don't prove to me that you're the best, then I'm not going to put you in the game." So he says that to those players. Players dig that. So Patrick Graham's doing something, because I thought he was gone, bro. Once he said he didn't renew that contract, I said, "Good riddance, bye. Let's get somebody else." You know what I mean? But he came back, and that made me think. After all this, I think, am I the only one that mentioned these stats on third down and tired of it? I don't know if I am.
No, you're right. You're right for sure.
But, or the halftime deficits and the way we run zone and all this stuff. I don't know if they know football defensively, but I do. And when they brought him back, I said, you know what? That little vision, my little mushroom vision in my head, like Gabe said, I said, hey man, Patrick Graham's in line to be the successor for Pete Carroll if when he's done.
Yeah. Somebody says up here
a plan. I think that's the plan, but it might not make it that far because if there is fucking they do succeed, then I don't think he makes it to the end. But
nah, he might get you up, bro. But if you're promised, you say, hey man, you're gonna be the successor for Pete Carroll when he's done. Because
maybe
we gotta think this, like people are saying, we'll just let this guy sit and develop and all that. Pete Carroll don't have that time, bro.
Yeah,
he doesn't have that time. He said on the podium he wants to win now. So what the fuck are we waiting for? What are we gonna wait?
I think Pete's mind are like if we have. That's why I'm saying like I've seen enough to where. When the offense is running like at least a little bit of balance, our defense is our defense looks a lot different.
And that's the way it's supposed to be.
They look good. That's why I mean, like if we can just run balance to where I think that's why that's where I trust a lot of Pete at. Pete's influence on this team is going to be. I think he's going to get the right guys to know that he knows that he needs a running game on this team. He knows that he's going to need to control the clock. To where I think his smartness and his experience is gonna get those games to where, you know what I mean, where we had trouble last year to where we didn't know how to control the clock at the end of half or the end of time to where like
that ain't gonna happen.
I think he's gonna make those adjustments to where I think he's well like experienced in that to where I think we pull off games just with those little things. Those little things help you pull out games, you know what I mean? And I think that's what's going to make our defense look a lot better. Because once your offense gets balanced, this defense, I think what Patrick Graham has showed already, and then what Pete Carroll's, you know what I mean, now here, and what he's shown over his career, what he can do with defenses, I think our defense will be straight.
Yeah. I hope he cleans that up. That's all I want him to do. Bro. That's all I need for the Raiders to do. And it's not that I'm being a dick about it, but we have to understand that we are last at those categories, and that's the reason why we lose games. And our excuses is to say the teams out there, they're winded, they're tired. Yes, our offense sucked, and we were doing 3 and out.
But let's keep it 100, Gravy. Let's keep it 100.
But it's their job to stop on third down too. It's their job to have to work both ways. Right.
Let's keep it 100 though, because the simple fact is that Telesco didn't give him the guys that he wanted.
Nah.
Ziegler didn't give him the guys that he wanted. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you look at all that shit and then the personnel that he did have was hurt, injured, whatnot, or you know what I mean, or weren't playing and stuff like that. So he had to develop on the fly a Palomar. He had to develop, he had to get basically agree upon with the Jack Jones thing. He only had enough money because he probably wanted another linebacker, and besides Diablo and Spillane and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's like a lot of that. And then Hobbs was hurt. So a lot of different things move forward to where it's like his scheme, I get what you're saying, but a lot of it goes to personnel. So if he tells Pete Carroll, I need this guy and this guy, Pete Carroll's going to do whatever the fuck they need to It's going to trickle up, whatever, and they're going to be like, this is the kind of guys that we need. Give me something similar to this. So if you look at Patrick Graham, the way he came from fucking Miami and then he went to fucking New York. New York, they didn't have a quarterback. Their defense was fucking flying around the ball. They had a lot of good fucking players on that team. They weren't giving up a lot of fucking yards neither. I think he had a top like 12 defense in New York when he was there running it. And then when they fucking brought him over, whatever, not because their defense. Now that was a little bit different. I think if you look at Graham's like overall, like, you know, situational places where he has been, he's never had a good offense. And the defense that was actually pretty good, they were ranking very, very high around the ball, flying and doing their thing. But then injuries and then being on the field too long. You know what I mean? So backpedaling to running forward is two totally different things. You know what I mean? Even though the players are conditioned for it, it's just the availability that he needs. So him having to turn around and show all these secondary guys to come in and do certain things, it was more along the lines of him being held back. That's the way I look at it. Because if they didn't go for Jaden Daniels, they didn't go for all these guys, and he was just given this fucking position, and then when they turn around and offer him, I guarantee you they offered him the fucking head coach position. He was like, fuck no. I'm cool. I can't do it. Because I think they did.
Why did he go to the other teams then? Why did he go to the other teams to look at those and get an interview?
Well, see,
those are his guys. I would rather coach my guys and be the head coach of my guys than go to another team and get introduced to new people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But I agree because I was actually thinking that. I was literally agreeing with you when it came down to having Patrick Graham fucking being the next guy because Pete Carroll.
But see what you're saying, bro. What you're saying, bro, is that you're saying injuries and all this stuff, right? For this year.
Yeah.
Explain the last 2 years why we were 32nd in those categories that I mentioned. Just like
I'll say injuries as well, and having to develop.
No, we didn't have injuries with we didn't have injuries with McDaniels. We had the same guys. They were healthy. Palomar was healthy. Amps was healthy. Morrig was there. We had a Jack Jones and JB was a youngster. We had Spillane. We had Diablo. We had the other white boy. So. Explain the same thing.
Well, I'm not going to worry about 3 years ago because that was fucking 3 years ago, dude. I'm not even going to be worrying about the
We're the same defense we were then.
Look.
The same defense. I'll give it up.
Not right personnel.
Those youngsters
and those same personnel.
Those youngsters and those backups for the last 4 or 5 games stepped up and played some damn good defense. I'll give it to them. I'll give them no-name dudes. I didn't even know who the hell was playing corner or who the hell was playing safety.
I want to answer this question right here because a lot of people got to understand. McDaniels is going back to the Patriots, right? Apparently, because he's an offensive coordinator. Chip Kelly is not going to become a head coach because he even stated sometimes you're just good at one thing. All right. I don't think Graham. I believe he's a smart individual, but I don't think he wants to go more than what he wants to do there unless he's being taught the right way. Sometimes saying no is more powerful. Sometimes saying no is the best fucking thing for you. Just because you want more money, you don't want more responsibility, bro. Like, hand to God, I got my bachelor's in IT, right? IT is gonna be a great, but the fucking mental fucking capacity to be fucking working 12 to 15 hours a day, it's crazy. And then always having to be using your mind and being at that on that level is a lot different if you're making fucking $2 less fucking painting. That's in my situation. It's a lot easier fucking painting than going and worry about all this fucking craziness for an extra $2. There's no fucking point. You know what I mean? Then I'm not gonna have no time for anything. You know what I mean? So it's like, regardless of whatever, sometimes people are just good at what they're good at. Just because you're good at fucking framing doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna go be a fucking an electrician, bro. It doesn't work that way. You have to understand where you're good at and where you don't know you're prepared for. And I think because this man is smart and he knows that, he doesn't want to take on a fucking team that doesn't have no fucking culture, that they're just fucking doing whatever. You know what I mean? I'm thinking he's smart. He wants to do what he wants to do and have that much involvement. Most people don't want to be the fucking leader of the fucking team, bro. You know what I mean? It's a lot of fucking responsibility. So I'm not saying that he can't handle it, but if you're not confident enough, you have to have the right people around you, like a Pete Carroll, to show you how it's done correctly. Because he came in with McDaniels, didn't know how to do it correctly. Then they threw in fucking AP, has no head coaching, fucking whatever that was under him, and then gave him the position. But then Pierce is like, oh, I can do it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta understand where you are, where you're most valuable at, and where you're most valuable at is gonna give you the price that you will not fucking go over. Kobe says it, or Dave Chappelle said it. It says like, name your price in anything that you do, and if they're gonna fucking make you do more, and then degrade you, then don't do it. You see what I'm saying? So you got to know what your value is, and I think he knows his value.
And I'll tell you this on that note, what you said, bro. You're talking about Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly is not a head coach material, especially in the NFL. He's a dick. He's an asshole. I've been on seminars that Chip Kelly was a presenter and a host, and he's a fucking asshole. Yeah. I'll tell you that. There's not one person that talked to him or heard him speak that said that he's not that like that. So he's not a people person. He's just a dick. You know what I mean? He looks like he's always in a bad mood, but he's a coach, and he's a better offensive coordinator where he don't have to talk. He just bitches about his scheme and bitches about he wants dudes to do that. That's what he's good at. Yeah. So he doesn't need the lead. But where he's at right now is perfect for him because he's a mastermind at that. Mastermind at that. You don't have to talk.
And see, maybe because talk to people. Well, but listen, but see, another thing with Chip Kelly before we get out of here, bro, because I need to get some rest. If you look at Chip Kelly, he was in the NFL with men because if you go to college to the NFL, two totally different things. It's two totally different fucking languages, even though it's the same sport, two different languages, two different things. These guys are getting paid, and you turn around and tell these motherfuckers, man, do this, run it the way I'm designing it. Don't change something. Oh, don't chew gum. He's probably being fucking annoying and fucking an asshole.
He was doing that in seminars. Doing that in seminars.
Well, I don't give a fuck where he's doing it at. I mean, if you have to demand respect and earn, and you have to get your respect in a certain way, then do it. Because the simple fact is, if I'm sitting there chewing gum, he's like, man, throw that shit out. It's fucking okay. I get it. My bad. Like for real, I get it because it's disrespectful, right? So the thing is, though, so he turned around, was coaching at the highest level. You know what I mean? Had a bunch of fucking divas around him. You can't tell me fucking LaShawn McCoy is not a fucking diva. You see what I'm saying? And then he's never had a better fucking season without him. So regardless of all the bullshit that he said or whatever, he turned around and said, fuck that. I'm gonna go back to college. He goes back to college and turned around and being a fucking leading man for these young men moving forward, right? So he became Chip Kelly in college. He was same fucking scheme, same thing in fucking the NFL, right? But then he had these divas on it. You're not playing this the way, whatever. So he went to college, learned how to fucking talk to certain people. He even said that in the fucking presser. You know what I'm saying? So him moving forward, bro, he already knows this new style of fucking NFL that's coming in that's going to be implemented with attitudes and all that stuff. So he got the best of both worlds. So he's going to stay at the position where he's good at. You're not going to turn around. He's not going to do it to Terrell Pryor. All of a sudden be a fucking offensive guru and say, hey, because I know every fucking offense, I'm going to go play fucking, I'm going to be a defensive coordinator. It doesn't work that way.
Terrell Pryor. Let him. Quarterback for the Raiders? Terrell Pryor, who's quarterback for the...
Huh? Then he went receiver.
Oh, so, you're talking. Oh, yeah.
I'm just all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is like we have the players, the staff that wants to be in the position that they are right now, and that's it. And you got to understand that. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I don't know why these guys thought that our defense was so fucking tight, bro.
We were
ninth. We were ninth when the season started. I was, oh yeah. But okay. Right. Tell me this: when you rank a defense, when a defense is ranked, it's not total defense; it's all points, bro. So, get that right. What's the physics? What's the figures of total defense? Points.
Yeah,
it's not mentioned. It's not what you visually see. You can say we were ninth or 15th or 10th or whatever.
We better though.
How many games
We'll be better.
We won 4 games, and we never stopped anybody on third down. Look, watch the games. Go back this whole season. And
but we're not having
a
gravy. That's great. But we're not having the same fucking players this year.
It doesn't matter. Yes, we are. We want them. We want them back with this shitty ass shit.
Some.
We want them back with this shitty ass stuff.
No, we only want some back.
Some.
Yes, because we can make improvement. We
were nice. We were this.
We have money to make upgrades. Other than the sum that we need to keep, we still have money to make, still make other moves to where I think this defense gets better and this offense is going to get better to where I think that's going to help out the defense too.
I hope so, Gabe. I don't want to be saying this shit, but it's facts. Look, am I the only one that's looking?
No, we understand that you're looking, bro. We're talking about.
I think
doesn't even matter no more.
I think it's a little bit too much because we know how bad our offense was last year.
Yeah,
so I think that right there, like just like directly fucking, it affects the defense, especially with all the excuse or now, especially with all the fucking injuries we had, because we had no depth. That's what we need to build. Like with the injuries, a team with depth can sustain that because they have players behind. But with our guys that we needed, we had all our top guys go out, and we only had their replacements were rookies. You know what I mean? We had replacements like Devonshire. We had replacements like Cameron Richardson. We had replacements like we had a bunch of, we had no depth, and we suffered a lot of injuries, and we had a offense that was just all time bad. So it's like I think that had a lot to do with the defense being that bad. That's all I'm saying.
We'll talk a little bit more about it.
I would shut the hell up about this defense if I just seen those things taken care of, bro. Because visually, when you watch a game, you see it. I don't care where we're ranked. I don't care where we're ranked, bro. I don't care if we're ranked 9th or whatever. We're not stopping people on third down. And
we'll see though. We'll see in a couple weeks. Though. What? 3 weeks?
I'm looking forward to it. Prove me wrong, PG. Prove me wrong, bro.
That's all we can.
And then I'll stay. I'll admit that. Hey, our defense is tight now, but I'm never gonna stay. I'm never gonna stop being facts. It's facts. Look at it. I don't want to talk about last year no more, but PG was a question because of those issues. And if he wouldn't have got hired, I would talk about it no more.
I feel you because I've been one to talk shit about Patrick Graham before too. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna sit here and say I haven't, but I just think that last year was a tough year for him, and that's why I said earlier, I just believe in that, it's a big, who am I to say that he is the guy for the job when, because I think he could have had probably a lot of choices to bring in a guy, right? Maybe a guy that with a bigger name, or a guy that maybe could have brought in a fresh face or something, whatever, to get us a little bit more excited, whatever it is. But I think Pete knows. That's why I'm saying I trust that Pete has seen something in Patrick Graham's defense or scheme or something that he can work with.
He will. He'll know. He'll see those categories. He'll say, "Hey, we need to fix this drastically." I don't want my team 32nd in the league on third down. I don't want my team 87%. Yeah, Pete's gonna say that. Pete's gonna say, I don't want 77% of offenses scoring on 77% of the time on my defense. I don't want that. I don't care what the field position is. Stop them. Stop them. Sure. That's what you're supposed to do with defense. Not make excuses.
I think we'll talk about that shit more. What we're going? Tuesday or Thursday?
We'll go Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday?
Let's go.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Oh, yeah, shit. Well, you guys have a good night, man. Have a good week. We will be live Tuesday, 7 o'clock. And, appreciate you guys. We had 70 people in the building at one point, man.
Yeah, bring it up next week. Bring it up next week.
We'll be live on Tuesday, though, man. So make sure you guys come through, man. Appreciate you guys.
Peace out to the chat. Good chat today, bro. The arguments are dope, bro.
Yeah, man.
Good question.
Good shit.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you guys, be thankful for what you do, guys, what you don't drink and drive, and we will see you guys on Tuesday. Like we'll end every single show, man. On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Raiders!
Remember, tell somebody to tell somebody. Right.
Wow.
All right.